Hey guys, so today I went and got some new plants. I got hornwort and Italian Vallisneia. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll correct myself in a second. And I'm going to be planting in this tank. As you can see, the algae is really bad because I haven't done a water change on this tank in a while. I think I might do one Monday, we'll see. Today is Saturday, and Saturday, February 15th. And I got these plants from Aquarium Adventure, which is where I got the rest of my plants and rest of my aquarium plants. And I really like the store. They quarantine everything. It's really, it's almost like a gallery. It's like going to an aquarium when you're there, so that's really cool. So I just like to walk around and look at fish and stuff. And like mid-February, they have a sale every year where all the plants are 50% off, which is actually, I think I got these plants the first year, those plants the second year, and then this year I got those all on the 15th of every year, so February 15th of every year. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these, I think like around, I don't know, we're going to see what happens. And then I have these, which are pieces of what I bought last year, and I've been like kind of letting them just float at the top, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant them because they have grown like quite a bit. Like this one didn't have two pieces before, two pieces coming off. This was literally just a stick, and now it has two pieces coming off. This one now has two, so I'll split them up and plant them somehow. Not sure exactly how I'll do that for each of them, but like up at the surface here, they've actually been growing pretty nicely. And see, pretty much all of these have more than one thing now, so that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and plant those down here, and then they can grow up just like these ones have. Like a lot of these were actually just the different parts. Actually, this one right here is doing really nicely. You see that? It has three parts coming off of it. That's actually really, wow, these look really great. I haven't, sorry guys, I don't really look at this tank a whole lot. I feed it every day. I've been trying to do twice a day, but these are doing really great. And then, so of these over here, the, sorry about the glass, the Anubias here, because this one right here produced two more that I then took off, so then one's back there, and that's now its own, and then one's right here, so that's now its own. And now I think it produced like two more plants, but I'm just going to leave them on because I'm just going to let those be the new leaves, because there's, as you can see, the current leaves have kind of been dying. And then this one's also been producing more, so that looks really nice. So there's also a lot of moss in this tank. I'm fine with that. I'm actually probably not going to be keeping this tank because basically my idea is that this, I know it's messy and covered in algae, or that's not moss, that's algae everywhere. That's I like that. This tank, it is a 125 gallon, and I think it's going to be my new community setup. So it'll have the turtles, and then I think I'm going to be moving this catfish in for sure, and then probably the koi catfish and these little fish, and probably the tetra as well. But we'll see, because I need somewhere to put the angelfish, because it will get stressed out if it's in with any other, if it's in with turtles, or I'm also going to be doing another setup with a different type of reptile that'll have a water feature, and that would be big enough to put the angelfish in. I'm just not sure that would be a good idea, so we'll see. But I'm sure I'll find a place for it, or I might even sell it. Which, just getting her to somebody who's more specialized in keeping angelfish, I would be fine with doing that. Just because, I don't know, I'm not super, fish aren't like my main thing. But the thing about animals with me is I don't like buying animals unless they're, I have a good reason for buying them, and if I am buying them, then they have to be rehomed. So I got her for free because somebody needed me to take her. He was breeding a ton of them, and he just couldn't house her any longer. So that's how I have her. And then same thing with a lot of these. I got them. So considering I don't buy fish, I only have a very limited type of fish that I can keep, and that type is whatever other people want to get rid of. So that's why I'm mainly looking for guppies, because people breed guppies or mollies and whatnot. And I want to breed guppies and mollies, but when people overflow their tanks, I want to be there to be able to take them in. So that's kind of what I'm moving towards, and I think I'm moving towards smaller community setups because I don't think I need a tank this big for just fish, when I could have something else here and have a really cool setup up there. But anyway, while it is down here, I'm going to make it look nice, and then clean off all the algae on the glass, and then plant these plants. First, I'm going to wash them off. I won't really show that, and then I'll go ahead and plant them. This is hornwort and Italian val, and I'll say the scientific names when I get back. To start off, I drained the tank, and then I went ahead and rinsed off the plants, and then once I was done rinsing them off a little bit, I added them to the tank, and then I cleaned the algae off the front glass so then you guys could see, and then the tank would look nicer. And then once I was done with that, I took the plants that I had floating, and I started to cut them up and get them to places, or just split them up into things that would be easier for me to plant and everything. And then I also took off the thing that was holding the hornwort together, and then I just kind of let the hornwort float around while I plant all the little new plants. I also learned that hornwort doesn't actually have any roots, so I pretty much just decided that I would let it float around. And then the Italian val is in the right corner there at the edge of the screen. Hey guys, so I'm now done. I was going to plant the hornwort, scientific name on the screen now, I don't know how to pronounce it. But then I learned that hornwort doesn't have roots, which I definitely should have known. But I just look into what plants are easy. I don't really do a whole lot of research into the plants because it doesn't really, that's not something I'm super worried about. But, so since that's the case, I'm just going to leave it towards the top and just see what it does up there. And then I planted the Vallisneia right here. And I'm really hoping it does well. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, because it doesn't look like a super hardy plant, and I don't have very good lighting at all, even though this was marked as an easy plant, and through research it said it was easy. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't do super well, just because what I just said. So if it doesn't, I'll completely understand, but I hope it does, because it'll probably spread around the tank eventually, and that would look really, really cool. And then I planted more of my wow, I just completely forgot what these are called. I should definitely know. I'll put the name on the screen now. And they have been doing really well, and then I have all these little ones in front here to now grow up, and that should look pretty cool. And then up here I have these for the two guppy endler fish things. I don't know, because I got them in as rescues for them to hide in, and for the hornwort to hopefully grow and stuff. So that should be really, really cool. So I'll update you guys at some point. I don't do a whole lot of videos on this tank. Again, reptiles are more of my thing at this point, but I do like fish, and fish are what brought me into the reptile hobby, actually. it went from fish to turtles to fish again, and then I tried an iguana, and now I have tons of animals. And over there are my goldfish. So their tank is doing really nicely, and hopefully we can get them outside at some point during the summer. But they're doing really nice, and they are absolutely ginormous. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in that next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day.